our President Bola Tinubu, cut down in Entourage. With this cut down, they cut down the Entourage for Vice President, the First Lady, the Second Lady, ministers, and even the MDAs. That's our main story. That's what we want to talk about today. For this set. Prepare to like, subscribe, and comment to any of our stories. If you have a different opinion to whatever we're talking about, please let us know. If you agree with our opinions, let us know. Everything we would try to achieve now, say, how will we make our country better? Please support us by subscribing, liking, and engaging. To talk about which army talk in response to people where they abuse or gas or replacement. On our synagogue take response to BBC. This amendment. Now which one will touchlight for Abuja today. My name is Goki, DPW, and time for that. When Ogas the trend. Remember, say Ogas will be arrested one soldier where they fly one way that day. So that generated a lot of controversies. People raising eyebrow. In fact, some soldiers they even abuse Ogas or some they say waiting to go good, some they say waiting to go. So we had quite a few, maybe 2 or 3 soldiers coming out on social media to taunt Ogas or but the chief of army staff,
I want to say that the soldier that was apprehended by the governor of Lagos State while flying on a runway does not represent the Nigerian army, because but in every respect he contravened what we stand for, which is discipline as an army, and it contravenes the constitution and the laws of Lagos. And so we frown at that as the army.
Said that no be all the people where they do all of those talk for social media be soldiers. So as a matter of fact, now one of them be soldiers and they don't arrest them, and they are also being ongoing investigation.
But for what you allege that soldiers have gone to the social media casting aspersion on the person and the office of the governor of Lagos State, I would say it's only one soldier that has done that. The army has investigated, that soldier has been apprehended, and we are investigating.
Then he said he further reiterates the commitment of the army to do training.
Even this morning, as I arrived at Enugu, the chief of administration army sent me a draft directive that he was sending down to all formations and units of the Nigerian army to further sensitize our troops on the need to be disciplined and abide with the laws of every community where they are deployed. So we are serious about upholding. For every other comic acts that you have seen on social media, they are not personnel of the Nigerian army. We have investigated that. From the mode of the dressing of some of them, you will know that they are not personnel of the Nigerian army. One of them was wearing the cap badge upside down. And you will know that that is not a personnel of the Nigerian army. An officer can never do that.
We appreciate the guy, Lagbaja, Lieutenant Lagbaja, for that information. Although somebody like me for anything say, therefore mention which of the speeds be the original military officer, so that somebody like us could know, say, this person, the way this other guy is very fake. For example, if I sabi the person one-on-one now, when don't they parade himself as army for our area, if they really do that kindness to us, we go know, we go avoid them, or we go talk, we go mention them, go report them to the authorities. They will grab that kind fake military officer. Because the truth is, there are a lot of them out there where they cause, even the military, that they cause shame to the military, that they cause military damage. carrying fake ID cards, carrying all of this. So if Ogalawaya has mentioned the name, say mention which of the skit or which of the video be the real soldier, people around that neighborhood will fit talk, say, I sabi this person. So he don't even be army said. If you go report to police, making the work of the police and even the military more easier. So maybe Oga we could feel think on, I'm sure. But in the end, we are grateful for your efforts in arresting the. All right. So remember, say BBC been carry news concerning Synagogue. It was a 3-episode interview as released by BBC Africa, episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, and there has been a lot of talk here and there. So finally, Synagogue Church of All Nations themselves, they responded to the interview, So, but before I even talk waiting the respond for that interview, make I talk sooner. Bible is like a blueprint for our operations. How come we still can't ignore these things as said in the Bible, and we go still the gullible for this fake prophet, fake man of God, and the likes. Now, I'm not saying it is not my place to judge. As a matter of fact, as a Christian, I believe that it is not my place to judge whether the prophet G.B. Joshua na fake pastor, whether na original pastor. As we speak, so it is between him and his maker. He would only collect in judgment or reward, as the case may be. Whether na BBC right, whether na BBC wrong, it is not my place. But what is my place to say is, going forward, where do people still fall victim of these fake pastors, when we as Christians, we have our knowledge? Or is it that we don't have knowledge? Because the Bible even said it, that my people perish because they lack knowledge. Is it that this knowledge now we don't get it, or we know they apply them? I don't get it. Now let me tell you this. I'll say this. According to what the Bible they tell us, do you know that, say for example, TB Joshua na fake pastor? Do you know that some people where they follow TB Joshua as where they follow him in truth and in spirit, where they follow him wholeheartedly, where they follow him religiously, where they follow and say yes, he be confirmed man of God to them? Do you know that some of them will make heaven? And I'll tell you why I said that. Apostle Paul in Philippians chapter 1 verse 15 to 18, and I will read it. He said, some indeed preach Christ even from envy and strife, and some also from goodwill. The former preach Christ from selfish ambition, not sincerely, supposing to add affliction to my chain, out of love, knowing that I am appointed for the defense of the gospel. What then? Only that in every way, whether in pretense or in truth, Christ is preached. And in this I rejoice, yes, and we rejoice. Can you hear that? What then? Only that in every way, whether in pretense or in truth, Christ is preached. Please underline that. So, what is important according to this passage is that people, they preach gospel. Some people go they converted. Some people will make heaven out of that preaching. Whether they preach out sincerely or they preach out to make money, or they use jam take preach out, some will still make heaven those that believe in what he's preaching. How blissful is not in the messenger, it is in the message. So we need to know that. So what I'm saying is, I am not supporting TB Joshua, whether he be faith pastor or not. I am just saying, I just talk say, it is not my place to judge. But I tell now, even if TB Joshua had not make heaven, some people where they follow him will make heaven. Despite all, if he cause havoc or if he rape people or some will still make heaven. People where they follow him truthfully. So it leaves me thinking that why we no go comfy use our knowledge, our discerning spirit to know now this kind of church I no go more on ourselves, so that we won't keep falling prey onto this. Whether we like that or not, next tomorrow, another faith pastor will come, and they will keep coming until the end of time. Guys, please. God will create ourselves, no. He gets some kind of thing where we say we don't even suppose they bother God for, because they don't already put that knowledge and that wisdom in our head. Now we suppose to use them. The church responded. A certain public affairs director of the church, Mr. Dare Adejimo, respond. And this night, Dare Adejimo will be the public affairs director of Synagogue, responded. According to Adejimo, in talk say, BBC World Service Investigating Unit, codename African High, came out this week with weird and strange episode of atrocities against the late founder of Squad. BBC has compromised these lofty principles by descending into fictional narratives and propaganda, thus turning itself into a weapon of a hatchet job as gangsters in the gap of journalism with a destructive ulterior motive for personal gains against a perceived enemy. Only BBC can best explain why it willfully deviated from true journalism and chose to be dishing junks and feeding the public with stone called bread by its offensive and disenchanted report of disgruntled elements. This is, to say the least, is insulting to our professional and public intelligence. One thing is very obvious: hundreds of BBC charades cannot rubbish the indelible footprint of TB Joshua's legacy on earth again. Those beneficiaries are all over the place and cannot be disputed that are lining up and responding angrily to this imperialist broadcasting station. Many of them are in the United Kingdom, the home base of BBC, but which its jaundiced investigative eye cannot see, but only the obviously suborned narrators. So in all, let us be guided. Let us be guided. What we use the God-given wisdom in picking even the church where we will go, let alone the prophet will go down that will go lay hands on us. We are prophets of ourselves. We do more by praying for ourselves than going to fake pastors. Our next story. If you have been following the news very recently, you will see that the presidency destroyed some elephant tusk. Now, enable some ivory. They say the things where they destroy, say worth 9.9 billion. So it got me thinking. In as much as we appreciate the effort of the agency for, say, they won't call illegal trade of the Tusk and the ivory and all of that, they won't safeguard our life, wildlife and what to do. But say the things where they seize, can it not be put into a better use than destruction? I mean, I just say ask, What if they auction them? What if they were sold at cheaper rate or something? 9.9 billion wasted. I mean, I'm just saying, yes, the action of those people where the seizure from is wrong. So it was corrected by seizure. They don't seize them. But shouldn't we, make something out of it as a government? Like, if they sell them, that would have been additional income. Even if not half of that 9.9 billion they sell them. As a will be 4.5 billion. It's a lot of money. I'm just saying, maybe if it be saying that the only way to cope with that, if you say that the only way government fee say the fee use and that illegal trade with that though. I don't know. I'm just saying that in my own imagination, I feel that we can put that goods, the ones seized, to a better use. Sell it in the international market. Use it for something. Use an carve image. We go there our museum. Maybe the agency can think on this in case of next time. We just didn't talk. So, moving on. Our story for the day, go, might be the cut down way our Oga President did with an entourage, which includes Entourage, VP's entourage, the First Lady's entourage, the Second Lady, ministers, and even the MDAs. Now, the special advisor to the president on media and publicity, this one, while in the brief state of
His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has, by his most recent directive, approved a massive cost-cutting exercise that will cut across the entire federal government of Nigeria and the offices of the president himself, the vice president, and the office of the first lady. It will be conducted in the following fashion. 1, the official trips that will be undertaken within the country, that is, when Mr. President or the Vice President travels to any state within the country, the massive bills that accrued due to allowances and ESTA code for security detail coming from Abuja, going and traveling into those states, will be massively cut due to the directive of the President that the security outfits within states, whether it be police, DSS, or branches of the military, will frontline his protective detail when he travels to those states, a major cost-cutting initiative. That will affect the office of the Vice President as well as the office of the First Lady. Additionally, when any international travel is being approved, the following limits have been placed on all ministers of the Federation. 4 members of their staff, appointees and the like, will be allowed to travel with a minister on an official trip. For heads of agency, that will be limited to 2 members of staff allowed to travel on an official trip.
Now, good thing, all of us, we don't give praise to Oga Tinubu for doing this massive cutting, As a matter of fact, it's not something we say is overdue, long overdue. It's supposed to have happened. But we know that the president can still do that. We are appealing that the president should do it because we believe he can still do more. And what we are saying is we can do more than what we are doing. Again, another thing that gives me concern about this cost cutting, we say, and this is exactly the same way I felt when they wanted to remove first subsidy. It appears to me personally, say that first subsidy that it be the only thing where they benefit from the government. Like children they go private school, we they employ BBC for our streets, we they contribute to construct the road. Na generator we they on. Na private hospital we they use. So the only thing that appears to me say I they enjoy from government, or maybe I'm not to say the only thing of waiting at the enjoy pass from government. Now that subsidy fuel, the money where the fuel where they use, because fuel they pay for car, and they pay for gen. Almost our daily life runs on fuel in this country. Now they go water. With the hope that it will make our life better in the long run, which is fine by itself. But my work, how is that translating to the ordinary Nigerians out there? In the end, now some people go still dey, we just very few, now you go still enjoy this cost cutting. So, it will reach us. But other measures, like removing all those unnecessary charges from bank, we all of us, when you see they affect every one of us. That may be little, but now all of us go benefit that kind palliative. It's not going to be forever, because we are not going to say that the banks too should not make gain. But at least in the meantime, undue charges where the bank they charge us, let them remove them, so that we can do business. We earn our money, carry money, they will start. At least for now, if you don't even pass 1 year until when all of these things settle down, those are the things that I feel like the president can do, and we cut across everybody. We read somewhere say the president gave House of Rep and the senators money, 200 billion. In the case of the senators, 150 billion. In the case of the rep, made a good share during Christmas for our constituencies. Me, I don't get to. I don't know whether or not gets. As a matter of fact, I don't even see the traces anywhere. So, my point is this: all of policies like that, no they translate directly to the life of ordinary Nigerians. You understand? Now, what thing will take to encourage you and make they do more with that too. I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.